Alright, I was not going to shoot another video in the greenhouse today.
It's so hot.
It is extremely hot. We're dying in here, but when we were filming the video about how to plant cauliflower
and broccoli,
look what we discovered.
Ants.
Fire ants. They came back. We've been without fire ants for a couple of weeks now. They had disappeared from the bed.
I found lots of their ant hills already.
But they have invaded. So the best time to kill ants is in the heat of the day when they're very active. So here we go. We are going to get them right now. I want to tell you about the product we've been using. This is, yeah, I'm sweating too. Spinosad. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but what you want to look for?
Spinosad. Yeah.
Spinosad. This is a natural bug killer. It's a chemical made by bacteria in compost or soil. You see my brain's frying. I can't remember now. But it's a natural. It's an organic pest control solution you can use. Yep. Now that doesn't mean it's perfectly safe. You don't want to be spraying it around in the air because this is something that can kill bees and things of that nature as well. Yeah. Which we don't want. We love our bees. Yep, bees are good. But it is one of the few things that will kill fire ants. So, yeah, what we're going to do today is mix up our solution and pour it on these ants. And hopefully this will be the last day of their lousy little lives. So, that is what we are about to do.
Oh, I'm so hot.
Okay, to mix up our Spinosad ant killer, we need 2 ounces of this to a gallon of water. So I have a handy dandy jug that I have mixed up. It used to have laundry detergent, and now it has my Spinosad ant killer in it. You give it a good shake, and you just pour it. You pour it in the affected areas, and we have to do this.
It's over here as well.
Okay, we'll just try and get all of it. We might have to come back for a second treatment. I've found that usually one day is not enough. You need to do it, wait a couple days, and do it again. But then it works. They're gone. They leave. This is a chemical that causes, where else?
Let's see, there's some here.
They're over here.
And then there's a few more over here. I'm going to tuck over here and see if in this bag.
Okay, I'm going to use it all up in here. It's a neurotoxin.
I don't think their nest is here.
It affects their brain. It causes them to, I guess, go into hyper mode and just exhaust themselves. But yeah, they say it's not toxic to predatory insects, which is good. You want those in your garden.
I might have found one over here.
An anthill?
I see a bunch of ants going in and out of holes.
Do you want to pour what's left of it on that?
Sure.
Okay. Just dump it all out. Normally the way I kill fire ants is with boiling water. You just get some boiling water, dump it on an ant mound, and that just takes care of most of them right away. It's excellent. But
it's bad for plants.
It's horrible for plants. That's a good way to kill your plants. So we needed another solution. I did some research on the internet. Fire ants are not your regular ants. You can't just use cornmeal or... Now I love using diatomaceous earth, but it really... Fire ants are too tough. It barely makes a dent in their population. Fire ants are the worst. Diatomaceous earth helps, but it does not get rid of them. None of the natural remedies for ants you find online will work for fire ants because they are carnivorous. They're really just the worst. We've lost baby chicks and baby rabbits from being eaten alive by fire ants.
It was very sad.
Yeah, that was pretty terrible. I mean, they're really just a terrible invasive creature. So I'm normally not a fan of just killing things, but fire ants need to go.
Fire ants are the one thing we're glad to kill.
So, once again, I found this to be pretty effective. You got to reapply it from time to time. It doesn't stay around for too long. But it naturally and effectively gets the fire ants out of your raised beds, out of your potted plants, and you can move on with your life. So that's what I've been using. That's what I'm going to continue to use. I'm happy with it. It's working good. And now I need to get out of this hot greenhouse because it is definitely over 100 degrees in here. It's ridiculous.
Anything else you want to say? Because we could say out there.
Yeah. We're finally out. We survived another episode of the greenhouse. Woo! Woo. We almost died.
Yeah.
But it was worth it to get rid of those fire ants. So, once again, you're looking for, hold that up so they can see. The jug doesn't matter because that's just a mixing jug. Okay, hold it up. You want a bug killer that contains Spinosad.
Yeah.
There are different brands. This is just the one we happened to order off of Amazon.
Yes.
You could probably find this in your local garden center. You just mix 2 ounces of the liquid on this particular brand with water. You mix it up really good. I think my helper is dying. You mix it up really good and you pour it onto the ant mound. They recommend pouring it in a circle around the mound and then drenching it. That way they have to run across it to try to escape. But, you know, obviously when they're in the ant bed or in the gardening bed, they might not be in a regular mound. Yeah, I think my brain is fried.
It's a raised bed.
A raised bed, yes. I'm not going back in the greenhouse anymore. It is too hot.
Yeah.
It is well over 100 degrees in there. You go in there and you pretty much die.
You fry like a French fry. It's not good.
Classic example of why greenhouses in the South Georgia are not the best idea. It's much too hot here.
Up north is perfect.
Up north you need a greenhouse. Down south you need a shade house. It's only the beginning of February and it is entirely too hot. The plants were already suffering from the heat, but it's okay. Hopefully here in the next few weeks we can get it converted to a shade house. So that's how you get rid of fire ants. Usually I use boiling water, but if it's in something planted, we use our Spinosad product. You have anything you want to say to everybody?
Fire ants are a very invasive species, and they go where it is exactly too hot to spend too long in there. That's very annoying, and that's where we happen to have them.
Hopefully they leave and don't come back.
Yeah.
The war continues. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed and you want to see more. We appreciate every like and every subscribe and every comment. Thanks a lot, guys.